Hello everyone's. I'm here for Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9 Episode 16. Now before we get into this review, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit subscribe and make sure your notifications are on. So I'm going to start off with Kandi and Phaedra. Kandi lets Phaedra know, look here, your homegirl, she not welcome on the trip. I'm scared I'm going to choke her to like an inch of her life. And I don't want to be going to jail in Maui. So just go ahead and relay this message. So Phaedra takes her tail up at the porch's room. And this is when I had to like give Phaedra a side eye. Like, you couldn't have dug that swimsuit at your tail before you got to this girl's room. Because you was all the way up in your tail. Like, you said this was an 18-year-old swimsuit. Now, Trish, there is nothing in my wardrobe or anything that I've had since I was 18 years old. Can't fit it no more. The girl could used to eat all that she wanted to. I hit age 26 and my body was like, no ma'am, you can't do that no more. You even look at a cookie, you doggone gain half a pound. So while Phaedra thought she was gonna fit this swimsuit that she had when she was 18 is beyond me. Like, girl, once you put it on, I know you felt that it was snug. You couldn't have went down to the gift shop and like, okay, I'm gonna get me a new swimsuit. You couldn't have doggone, if you didn't want to do that, you couldn't have like handled that situation outside of Portia and Ty's room. I know you and Portia, that's y'all kind of get down, but like Ty wasn't sitting there trying to look at you dig all up in your tail. I'm like, girl, like Phaedra, really? We're sitting here on camera in front of this man that you don't really know for real, and you digging clear all up in your tail? Really? This is the face I was making when I was sitting there listening Bob and all his I'm sweating for no reason. I'm sitting here in AC, but I'm still sweating tail. I was like, yes, this whole time. They're talking about Cynthia, how Cynthia and Peter, they're so, getting along so well even though they're getting divorced. And he's saying how it was completely opposite for him and Sheree. He recalls vividly that they was riding in Vegas and he just looked over at her as he was driving and he just thought, I could take that seatbelt off of her, hit these brakes and just send her tail clear through that window. And I'm looking at Bob like, you shouldn't have said that, because if anything happened to Sheree slip and twist her ankle, people gonna think you did that. And then he goes further on talking about, but I didn't hit her. Yeah, I ain't never hit you, I ain't never kicked you, I ain't never choked you. And she's looking like, that's a lie. And it's like, well, I don't remember choking you or nothing like that. Like, who forgets choking somebody? Like, how does one forget doing that? And then he says out of his steel, I'm sweating in a car that has AC on and I'm just sitting here. Says, well, if I had choked you, I'm sorry. I must have not choked you hard enough. I'm looking at Bob like, Bob, what is wrong with you? There is about to be some, and he's sitting there like he didn't just pay her attention. And to add to that, he's gonna have the nerve, gone audacity after Phaedra had to tell him like 50 million times, apologize. He gonna try to like comfort her, like, it's alright, boo, that I did choke you, but I said I forgot. I'm like, you were sitting here saying how you wanted to doggone send her through the doggone windows of y'all car, killing her. And now you're talking about if I had choked you, which I don't remember doing that, I must have not choked you hard enough. See, this is how, I don't know why they thought they should got back together. After that debacle that they was going through a few years ago when they was going through their divorce and he said he wasn't going to pay child support. I don't know why she thought that she wanted to get back with Bob. Like, you already know Bob was a woman beater. I guess you thought now, like, he ain't really exercising and he's sweating profusely just standing there. I could, like, take him or whatever. But Sheree is sitting there crying and then Bob is just basically like, oh, there go a tree right there. Still sweating, mind you. I'm going to keep on with this with the mess you just said. Oh, yeah, I'm going to keep on calling you Sweatbox. Yes, and he's sitting there like, all right, Sheree. You know I love you. It's alright. Alright. You just said the doggone you wanted to see. She knew about the whole wanting her to go through the window, but you're sitting there like making like light of the fact that you choked her and saying that I must have not choked you hard enough. Like, could you breathe? Well, then I must have not did it hard enough, so just go sit down. It's like that kind of situation. And I was just the whole time, this face at Bob. So Fairy wants to have a restoration service ceremony because she wanted to have it in Atlanta, but these girls ain't gonna make it back to Atlanta. We need to do this here in Maui. And this is when, like, I don't know if wires got crossed or people forgot, but they were sitting there, and since this is so fresh about Bob talking about I choked you, but you lived, you was able to breathe, so go ahead and just sit down and get over it. It was some episodes ago when Sheree and Kenya got into it. If memory serves me correctly, Sheree never said that Kenya needed to get her tail whooped for provoking Matt. What she said was, you provoking Matt may lead to a tail whooping. I believe if Kenya had stayed with Matt, the next step would have been her getting her tail whooped, because he's already showing violent tendencies. He's throwing stuff, he's breaking out windows, he's spraying out cameras so you can't know it's him, even though we know it was you when you came up. Like, we have that footage when you was coming up. He's busting out doors, breaking glass, doing all these other things. Like, the next step is him whooping your tail. We're not saying that you deserve it because you provoked him. Is you're provoking him is going to lead to that, is what she said. And now, I didn't mention this last week, but this man that did all this stuff to you, but you gonna trust him with your dogs? Anyways, they go back and forth and they realize, it was lost in communication. Candy's like, I don't want nothing to do with Portia, I don't need to apologize for Phaedra for anything. Phaedra, you was trying to get with this man when Apollo wasn't even in jail, good, so that. And I'm just sitting here wondering how everyone is feeling now that they realize it was Phaedra the one that started this and caused this whole domino effect. Because it started off with, Portia, she was upset, but she was upset with Candy about something Sheree said. Sheree said, well, Candy said you were sleeping with Block. Candy just said they dated. Now, all these pieces and playing telephone is the domino effect. Phaedra is the one who said that Candy and Shamia were sleeping together. Sheree did not say it was Phaedra. She put that on Portia, which led to Portia and Candy get into it. Portia cannot lie, which Portia, you were not off the hook, even though this was a domino effect. You were still wrong, dead wrong, for saying that girl, her and her husband was trying to you would lure them back to their sex dungeon, which they don't have. One, you lied about saying they had a sex dungeon. Candy, she wasn't mad about that. It's the fact that you lied and said that they was trying to drug you. Like, I heard like 5th generation heard that you was gonna do that. Like, did you not think that was going to be, like, really going to get you into some trouble lying about some mess like that? Like, you can't come back from stuff like that. But I wonder how all the ladies feel watching now and realizing I've been mad this whole time because I thought Portia was saying this thing, and the whole time it was Phaedra. Now, again, I say that Portia, you were not off the hook because you've been lying from the get-go. Simple as that. So Bob and Sheree meet up, and he's trying to get her some jewelry, but she's still, like, in her mind, I was trying to give this man a second chance, but clearly he is still the same old Bob. And he's sitting there, like, telling us that he has to laugh and keep from crying about all the wrong things he's done to Sheree. And she walks off, and he's sitting up there, I'm not laughing, while he's clearly laughing. So that was the gist of it on. Oh, they did go on like a little speedboating thing. And Cynthia thought they were going on a yacht. So she had on a long gown-esque dress. Got clearly soaked all the way through. Kenya, y'all know she has a need for speed. She was loving the speedness. Like me, I can't do stuff like that because in my mind, I'm going to fall out of the boat. anything to do with water, I'm scared, because if I'm on a boat, I'm scared. Even if it was a paddle boat. Me and my husband went on a paddle boat some years ago, and I was terrified. Even though like I got a little better, like once I could see that, okay, if I do fall out, I'm not going to drown. But my mind is something in me that's always, I'm always suspicious, and I'm always paranoid about situations like that. Like, I will be the one person that goes get flung from the boat. But it did look fun, but I was like, fun for somebody else, not fun for Trish. It's just not fun for me. So that was the gist went on. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. Like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people watching my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.